are pleased to announce the new Boost Collection.
Finally, the Sonic news I have been thirsting for is here, and from an official source. We have received confirmed information about a new Sonic Colors remaster. This information comes from a German dubbing company that listed the project on their website's portfolio. And get this, it's even listed as Sonic Colors Remaster. It could not be more transparent. It's even backed up by a second source, and it's coming soon. We have some more details on this too, and a crazy piece of info about Kanye West actually having some sort of musical involvement, which I know sounds fake, but this is the world we live in.
There is a imposter among us.
I first want to add that this will not be the only Sonic game to be getting the remastered treatment. No siree. We can see from their URL directory that they have a private page for Sonic Generations as well. Now, this does not necessarily mean Generations will be getting the full remastered treatment that Colors is getting, but does indicate that there will be some sort of bundle that comes with the Sonic Colors remaster. The bundle will likely include the remastered version of Sonic Colors, Generations, and Forces. I know. Colors will be getting the full remaster experience with all the hard work put into it, with redoing textures, making modifications, basically recreating it visually. However, it appears Generations and Forces will just be getting a port with a higher resolution and frame rate. There will hopefully be an updated lighting engine and other stuff to take advantage of the powerful hardware behind the PS5 and Series X, but I wouldn't go in expecting these two to look like totally different games. I think it makes perfect sense for them to choose Colors to give the full remaster to. I know a lot of people want Unleashed, and I'll get more into that later, but Colors was by far the most technically limited Sonic game to ever release. When developing Sonic Colors, there were major graphical limitations due to the Wii having incredibly weak hardware. The Wii was similar to the original Xbox and PS2 in terms of graphic capabilities, so having a remaster of this game will finally give us a chance to see it in a way it has never been seen before, and can fulfill its original vision without holding anything back. It makes sense because Colors was not only the first introduction to the Wisps, but also the beginning of the recent story arc Sonic team has had for the past 3 mainline Sonic games. We also have information about a Sonic Colors Ultimate Limited Edition pre-order, that's a mouthful, that appeared on a French gaming store, So Gamely, or is probably pronounced So Gamely. It was also reported by Larry King from Tales channel that Sonic Colors Remastered may not be the finalized title, which perfectly explains why the French game store had it with a different name. We have 2 official and reliable sources for this, plus a little bit more info later. So to say confirmed is an understatement. The way it's listed as limited edition and ultimate on the listing indicates that there will likely be a normal version and an ultimate edition that comes with all the extra stuff. Presumably this is where the other 2 Sonic games come into play, and I want to add there will be at least 1 other Sonic game, Generations, and with Forces there's a likelihood of 3, but there very well could be way more. If they were to separate these into individual releases or just drop Colors, that would be so dumb, as Colors was decently received, but it alone would not warrant a $60 purchase. Maybe they could get away with $40, but I just don't know how large the demand for Colors is on its own. Hopefully it will be like the remake of Crash Team Racing, where they basically remade certain game mechanics to modernize it. Sonic Colors was good, but the game design and mechanics weren't exactly genius by any stretch of the imagination. It really is a good game, but very few Sonic fans would say it's their favorite one. This is by far the most exciting Sonic news we have gotten in a long time, and I still have a lot more news about this game. But if you are even half as excited as me to see a big bundle of remastered Sonic games, go hit the like so I can see what you all think. And if you're not excited for these, make sure to let me know why in the comments, and I'll read through them and reply to some of them, but still hit like. Most of this confirmation comes from the German dubbing company so far, so Forces, which already has a German dub they did, would not need further work done on that end, which would be why we don't see it listed in their portfolio for the project. We don't have full confirmation on Forces being included in the bundle, But we now have full confirmation for Colors and Generations being included, as well as some of the details and specifics of the project, all indicating it would only make sense for Forces to be included. And despite how poorly regarded it is, since it ties in directly to the story, it would definitely be a mistake to leave it out. Hopefully we'll see Mania get included too, but there is no information on that currently. A bundle with just 2 games likely won't be perceived as worth the value. Nonetheless, 1. I know Forces is only 4 years old and is so fundamentally flawed that I don't know what they could possibly do to improve that. Maybe a 12-hour-long Aaron Weber cut? But alas, this is still Sonic news worth celebrating for. We have been in a game drought, and while the big blue guy has kept his mouth totally zipped, to get this from an official source, working directly on the project, is pretty nice. This all lines up perfectly with the Sonic 30th anniversary report by the reliable leaker Zippo. It was posted earlier this year, and I made a video on the topic where I went into all the details and cross-referenced it with other leaks we received prior. If you want to check it out, I'll timecard it right here. I am personally very excited for this, but I can totally understand anyone disappointed. This selection of games are mostly already pretty accessible and certainly not the titles people would want to see get the remastered treatment. As we are entering 2 console generations away from Sonic 06 being playable, there is a lot of demand for other titles to get remastered or ported. Sonic Unleashed is by far the most demanded one. This game has had a massive resurgence in popularity in the past few years, and Sega would be able to cash in on this now, but the game came out in 2008, and while Unleashed is playable through backwards compatibility on Xbox,
You ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam!
it still doesn't have all the bells and whistles a remaster would. Plus, the PS3 store is closing down this year, meaning that it won't even be playable on PlayStation consoles for the foreseeable future. And Sonic 06 is still not backwards compatible on Xbox, but understandably so. I think a lot less people are disappointed about that one. Sonic Unleashed tapped into the boost formula in a way Sega has struggled to capture since. The visuals looked incredible for the time, and still looks great compared to a lot of new titles. But they still could do so much more. This game was made for hardware 2 console generations ago. After seeing Demon's Souls, they could do some truly incredible stuff to this new game. However, we have to look at what we have now. We didn't get Unleashed, we got Colors. But that only opens up more potential. Sonic Unleashed was made for PS3 and Xbox 360 hardware, and was just ported to the weaker consoles, while Sonic Colors was made for the Wii, which had PS2 strength hardware. The game was really well optimized and looked pretty good despite these limitations. I can't even begin to imagine what they'll do once they have the freedom to create anything. Even having a new modern lighting system would make it look so cool. Nonetheless, all the little details they can fill these landscapes with. And I still have a lot more news about this game, including Kanye West. But obviously, I first want to manifest this announcement to come into reality, and you might not know what that means. So if you're excited to have not only a remastered version of Colors, but a bunch of other Sonic games, smash like! If we get 2,000 likes, Sega has to give us an official announcement. They just have to. As I am the #1 source of all Sonic news, so they're probably paying very close attention to my every move and coordinating their entire business strategy around it. So make sure to hit the like. It also helps more people see this so the details of the collection can get around quicker. Mwah. I don't know why this hasn't been officially announced yet, as it's nothing earth-shattering. Maybe they want to announce it alongside the mainline Sonic game, but with how long it's been, it would seem better to announce the remaster sooner than later. To give the 2 big announcements you have all at once isn't very good pacing, especially with how much of a drought we're in. A collection of Sonic games like this would be something that could hugely benefit Sonic as a brand. And I understand waiting to announce it alongside a mainline Sonic game, but this could backfire tremendously. If the reaction to the new 30th anniversary game is negative, then it will take away a lot of the attention from the collection and will overshadow it entirely, bringing the remakes down with it. And if they completed their end of the project for localization, it must be near completed if not finished. It seems like an odd move to stay so silent, but hey, I'm just a raccoon. I've never had a Wii, so I didn't get a chance to play Sonic Colors. So while yes, I understand anyone who would rather have a different game remastered, I'm pretty happy with this. I will definitely pick it up and beat it like X's girlfriends. This is a release we can expect to see somewhat soon. With the project being completed in 2020 and it accidentally being listed publicly as a pre-order, all indicates that we are definitely going to see this soon. It would be nearly impossible that the project would finish and Sega would be like, nah, scrap it. It's far too late for that now. I'm thinking we'll see an official pre-order in the coming months and see the game released by the end of the year. If they do push it to next year, it's solely to have it around when the movie comes out, which would be a pretty smart move. This way they can take advantage of all the Sonic hype. A lot of people who haven't played a Sonic game before or in a long time will want to pick one up after seeing the movie. And with the release being out in stores that's a remake of a pretty decently regarded game, that would be a certain cash cow. But without any further hesitation, this is it. This is where Kanye West comes in. In 2016, when working on the album TurboGrafx-16, which never released in typical Ye fashion, he had a list of a bunch of game music he was sampling, and on that list is Sonic Colors. Now, this album has been mostly leaked, meaning there's some Sonic Colors song samples out there that most people probably haven't noticed and is probably super subtle and obscure sounds. Kanye's music has been used to promote games before, and if we were able to get a Kanye song in the game, as Kanye has said Sonic is his son's favorite character.
This is my son's favorite character, Sonic.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus, I ain't had no phone in my apartment.
Then that truly would just be the collab of a lifetime. Especially if we can get a Yeezy X Sonic collab, like we got the Fire collab with Sonic in the brand name I Can't Say by Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. Time carding a Sonic show video on the drip that was made before my time right here. There is literally nothing that could possibly appeal more to a Western market than Kanye West. It's even in his name. And with his newly found family-friendly persona, he could do what Michael Jackson was never able to do on Sonic 3, all due to the limitations on the sound card of the Mega Drive that he was never able to overcome. I would love a Kanye track in a Sonic game, and to have this old Ye track resurface like this would be absolutely earth-shattering, and with how plugged in Kanye is, this could happen, or we could get an entirely new song. These are two worlds I want to collide so badly, and I'm literally praying to see. Also, the rebellious attitude, they're basically made for each other. We are constantly getting closer to the cusp of official Sonic news, and I want you to see me as your raccoon tour guide. I'll keep you up to date on the latest and most in-depth Sonic news there is. So you'd be a complete idiot to not subscribe, and even dumber to not press the bell. I have a Discord server where I will be hosting a Sonic movie watch party at 1,000 members on Saturday, April 17th. So go join quickly because you do not want to miss that, and we are having it in less than a week. I'll be posting the time on Twitter and Discord, which you can follow at Sonic_show. And you know what? I sincerely appreciate you for making it this far. Legitimately. So drop a comment if you did so I can give respect to a true G. More Sonic news soon. Peace!